Yeah,
So
Japan has this allure for Westerners, and it has obviously for centuries in a big way. And it seems to be ground zero for cyberpunk too, to a large
yeah, I
extent.
would say so. Yeah.
Gibson's Neuromancer, right, is has that very Japanese flavor, including the scenes, the language,
Yeah.
hybridized jargon and slang. So it's a natural
Sure.
for your world to erupt in Japan, and you have your own biographical origin, so you're emotionally tied to it. It's not just like you threw a sci-fi
Yeah.
chart
At
at the
a
globe and
globe.
said, well, I'm gonna go Gibson on this and put it in Japan, but you have
No.
a direct connection to that. And Japan, I think it's fair to say, and not to come across as stereotypical, but the Japanese are their own thing. You've got vending machines with fish soup and women's
That's true.
panties.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got this stoical determination where I remember seeing the videos of the tsunami coming, and then you have everyone just kind of like, all right, well, it's a
Yeah.
tsunami, we got to deal with this. And then you have their obsession with bonsai and rock gardens and this Zen
Yeah.
minimalism and purity. And yet we know their history too, in terms of conquering China, invading Korea, and
Yeah.
they've largely whitewashed it. It's a complete rewrite of history.
Yeah.
So there's such a mixed bag of exotic tricks, and I think inscrutable sounds very stereotypical, borderline racist when you say inscrutable Asian. That has its own context. But there is that inscrutability, which is like you're really mystified as to what's going on over there and what the sentiment is. And because of that mystery, you're fascinated by it. And I think it's a perfect setting for your novel.
It is, and you're right. There are dichotomies that make very little sense.
Yeah.
Even though etiquette is king over there.
Oh, yeah.
When I was there, they gave me a free pass all the time. I'm sure there were people that were very angry at me, but for the stupid, Westerner gaijin things I was doing. But when I did do them, they were just like, it's all right, man. He's a gaijin, it's okay. And but to each other, I mean, they're super strict, right? But there was very many dichotomies that didn't make a lot of sense to my Western mind. But living there for long enough, you start to see things you didn't necessarily see before. When you first get there, your impression is everybody has very dark brown or black hair. But I remember going to work one morning, and the sun was rising through the buildings, and it just lit up everybody around me. And back then, I was a head taller than everybody. I'm only 5'10" though, so it's not I'm the average for a white dude is like 5'10", and I just saw hundreds of shades of brown to black, and my eye had become more sensitive to the differences in the Japanese folks. Where in the past I just categorized, oh, that person's Asian, that person's Japanese, Chinese. Now I saw through exposure all the vast flavors of different kinds of people there.
And I'm sure they feel the same way about us. Like, all
Well,
white people look alike.
yeah, no, you know what? It's been proven that every race does that. We're
Yeah,
so in tune with our own race that certainly. There is if you notice, like in anime, there is a lot of wildly different color hair, purple and blue and green and stuff like that. I think there's a desire to have a lot of variety in hair color because of the
the
homogeneity.
homogeneity of the people.
Look,
Yeah,
we
and
both
they
use the
take pride
$5
in it.
word. Yeah,
Yeah, and they take pride in it, though, to the point where
it's true.
they're exclusive. There is
Yeah,
zero immigration, like
yeah.
none,
Well,
and it's
just about.
bad. If you do the population charts and the demographics,
Yeah,
Japan is going to empty out in 50 years.
yeah. That's a
They're
big topic
headed
right now.
into disasters, just like South Korea is
Yeah,
headed into disaster too.
yeah,
The birth rate is going down below what's sustainable.
below
and they're
replacement,
not
way
allowing
below replacement.
immigration.
Yep.
Right. So your future Japan, unless something changes, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like they had to go AI because there's no people left.